God bless you. This is Winston Cooper. We're still dealing with soteriology, which is the doctrine of salvation. And of course, we're looking at it from an Orthodox Christian perspective. And I have to say Orthodox because Orthodox means right thinking, right opinion about the Christian doctrines that has been handed down to us by the apostles, the paradises, the tradition that has been handed down to us by the apostles. And of course, we know that orthodoxy, right thinking of theology, produces orthopraxy, right practices. And so we need to have a clear concept on orthodox doctrines. Now, there was a question that was proposed to me about double predestination. And I think a lot of Christians get this misunderstood when it comes to double predestination. According to Reformed perspective, now, of course, I do have some Eastern Orthodox persuasion, but on this particular issue, I believe the Reformed perspective. When it comes to double predestination, it is exegetically presented in the Bible clearly from the authors of the Bible. And so when we deal with double predestination, we are suggesting that God elected some, because that is one hallmark, that's one doctrine in the Bible, the doctrine of election. He has elected some and passed over others and left them in their sinful condition. Now, we must understand that we are all deprived from God because of sin nature. Now, it doesn't say that we cannot do anything good. It doesn't say that we're utterly wicked. It just says or suggests that when we do good, we're still doing good in our sin nature. So God, through his grace and mercy, has to get us out of sin nature. According to Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1, he has to quicken us out of sin nature to synergistically work with him. Now, when it comes to this concept, when God chooses someone to pass over others and leave them in their sinful condition, then that person that chooses to be a sinner is damned themselves. God is still just. All right. And then now Louis de Molina was a person that tried to refute this type of doctrine that the Reforms established. So he brought up three types of knowledge: natural knowledge, middle knowledge, and he also said free knowledge. This is what God has. Now, when it comes to natural knowledge, that means that the knowledge that God has by his own essence. He just knows things because he is an all-wise God. He's omniscient. He's all-knowing. And we have to look at that and also compare that according to Romans 8. The Bible says, whom he foreknew, he also predestined. So not only does God have foreknowledge, he also has foredetermined knowledge. He also predetermined or predestined those things to happen according to his foreknowledge. Foreknowledge is the word prognosko. It means that God has an experiential knowledge with the elect. And the Bible says, whom he foreknew, he also predestined. That word is prohorizo, which means he's marked out certain ones. Now, when it comes to free knowledge, middle knowledge, and natural knowledge, what Louis de Molina is saying is these are things that God would do, could do, and will do. And that is still under God's sovereign knowledge. God is all-knowing and all-powerful. So God has predestined some and passed over others. God bless you.